Okay, welcome back to the Outer Worlds. We've landed at Tartarus. We're trying to end this, and I think my first attempt through here, I died a miserable, horrible death. I want to change up some of my weapons. I'm probably not going to be... What is that? I'm probably not going to be using the Shrink Ray, but I wouldn't mind giving the Mind Control gun a chance. So that hopefully we can get, like, that's the gloop, that's that, and there's Mind Control. So hopefully we can get, like, I wonder if we can... Oh. Now he's fighting for us. No, he's not. He's... Motherfucker. Where'd he go? Oh. Absolutely terrible. So, Mind Control, apparently, I don't... Okay, we're probably just going to get our asses kicked if we stay back here. Let's go ahead and head in, and we'll just kill all these bitches from here.
The board will never own groundbreakers. Not mine. Push on, my guy.
Stay down, Hullhead.
Somebody clean up this mess.
I don't know, I'm grabbing a compass.
What's that noise?
So we got the Mardets on our side. What's in here? Oh, you know what? I thought this was an elevator.
Processing deck sweeping V area.
Open fire!
Oh shit, for a second there I thought I fell down.
Make him
Oh, and raise. Fucking hell. What the actual fuck is happening over here? I mean, the board is probably going to hate me before this is all over with. Which is fine, really. Is this like...
Access beginning security.
more? Yeah, it's just an endless wave. Hey.
What was that?
What was what exactly?
Something's not right. Someone's here. Hunt him down.
take a hint.
like I think I should just wait for them all to come to me here. To be honest. Are all of the Mardets dead? Maybe.
Nice going.
Breath and healing companion ability cooldown minus 50%. Haven't even used my companion abilities this fight yet. High society cigarettes. Guess that's it.
Making it look easy.
Huh? Where are all the bodies? Doesn't matter really, I guess. Adreno, could you use it? Some milk. Full cranio. Oh, okay, so that gets us around there. Howard, chill. Head down the elevator.
Gotta admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison.
Well, we're here
Locking me
already,
up,
so...
I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Wait a minute, what
Getting
the fuck
in's
is
one
happening?
thing. Let's just hope we're able to get out again.
That's what I think. Okay, so we're going to save here because I don't want to have to do all that shit again. Resuming. Now, before I started this stream, I did play a little bit earlier without streaming. I reloaded the game that I had saved right before I skipped the hope, and I went and found some Adrena time, which well, I respect my character. I took all the points out of mind abilities. Respect, yeah, and then I found some Adrena time, which reduces your intelligence by 1, or all attributes by 1 after you use it for like 15 seconds, and it stacks up to 3 times. So I used that, made my character dumb, skipped it into the sun, got that trophy without streaming.
Nice of them to leave us a few options.
Okay. Like, I don't think there's any way in there without. So we have to make our way through this battlefield here without the Mardin's help. good. And we're probably just going to do this where we save the game as we move through. This is going to be a lot more difficult on Supernova. Oh, shit. Okay. Moving forward.
Here we go! Just like that.
Damn. Alright, we got somebody coming around here to investigate here. Oh, shit. Okay, things are working out for us. We're moving a lot better this time than we did last time. So I'm just curious about loot. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna skip all of that. I bet you. I wonder if there's a way to sneak. There's probably a way to just sneak through this whole entire thing. Vending machines. All of the vending machines are here. And a workbench. But I'm not really that interested in all that, so we're gonna save again. Yes. transition to the pit. Well, would have saved. Would have saved right here. So what if we just
Nice and easy.
go this way? Please do not leave perishables in here. We mark this as cold storage because we're starting to move pods in here. It's not an actual freezer. Ouch. Next time I find a decomposing woolly cow box in here, I'm leaving it on the air conditioning intake for a week. Oh, so I can't really do anything. Oh, shit. Pit exit.
Performing an area sweep now.
Incoming! No pressure!
Fucking hell.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Gang, gang. Let's go. This way. Come on now.
Covering you!
Sora can see me now.
Oh, I've got, okay. Great. These are these NPC factions that are all on my side. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, we're gonna save again. We're really just gonna try and sneak around all these motherfuckers.
What was that?
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in...
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you
Stench of
walked
sulfur
in.
depression, desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the...
What's this announcement?
Haven't you heard? It took some doing, but employing an efficient management strategy of putting our... Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens...
Okay.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about
not
not...
fucking up our
Does
entire
that mean
society?
someone's recognized?
I'm making actual progress towards state...
You're just getting in the way. You know, I wouldn't have to if you'd be more cooperative about this.
Oh, right. This coming from a psychopathic outlaw.
More open-minded about your path of wanting to sit.
We don't.
Need your help. You've already rallied Byzantium against you. It's only a matter of time.
You have? Is that... Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm... I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine.
Fuck. You're gonna save again just because I don't want to have to go through that convo. Don't want to have to go through that convo with the chairman. So we're heading down from here. Up. Pit exit. 20 meters dead ahead. And we've got some... shit.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight!
MSI troopers. What's that trophy? We all fall down. Turn 100 enemies to ash with plasma damage. Perfect. Switching to...
Anyone else?
Waste of company ammo.
Let's keep going.
Guess this is it, huh? Take a breath now, folks. Once we're up there, I suspect we ain't gonna have time to stop shooting.
Of course.
Captain, you have an I don't like being played. When you delivered Wells into my hands, You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order.
It's over, Sophia. Stand
I'm
down.
afraid I'm aware of your diplomatic talents, Captain. You have a... For all your talents,
I'm here for Phineas. Let him go.
you make a nuanced and... Dr. Wells is being held in my custody.
This operation
His
proves valuable, even if I
cooperation...
have to beat it
All
out of
that's
him.
left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then... Well, that's mostly correct. I take no pleasure in this, you know. Leaving you alive is too...
Let's talk about this.
Fair enough. Yes, I'm quite... My scientists assure me that...
Well, I didn't have... I can't... Oh, that experiment was badly engineered. Any data collecting
That isn't
is
true.
wrong.
That experiment was absolutely essential. Damn you. You are telling the truth. We're going to have to start all over again. All that... You were always an unknown variable.
Funny you should say that. Okay, enough talk. Let's
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. And don't worry.
Well, okay. Saving again. And then resuming again. Automechanical warden.
Okay.
Is that it? Oh, that looks like it might be it.
Got nimble fingers, Captain. How'd you do that so fast?
Hacking skill too low. You're shitting me. Wait a minute, maybe... I wonder if I have... I mean, I need to raise my, like, hack. Like, 40 points. I don't think I'm going to do that with armor. So, I guess we'll just take down this automechanical then. Right. Alright, that side is sealed.
Halt. Sweeping
They're on us.
area.
Got to hit from behind. Alright, you know what? Fucking hell. Ow. Ellie's dead. It's up to me to take this motherfucker. So I can't revive. Shit. Fuck, man, we need to take down these little fucking drones. Oh no. That's terrible. I should have... Damn. I should have used the little tinker at the workbench. Modified my shock cannon. Oh, wait a minute. What if I can grab one?
Nice and easy. Hell of a job.
Is there one in here? There is. Okay, we're gonna... Okay.
Nicely done.
Okay, shock cannon ultra. Excuse me, we're gonna take that off. Shock cannon. That does 393. I don't think I can put any mods on that. But we're going to put it in our inventory anyway. Let's see what we can do here.
Processing, sweeping.
They're on us. Get past that armor.
Fuck was that? Oh my god. Shit. Reload. Reload. God damn it, man. No. Ow. We gotta get Ellie in. Shit. Fucking hell. I gotta hide somewhere. Come on, why won't... Where's he going? Oh, there he is. So we gotta get him to rush me. I could dodge out the way. That's probably the best way. shit. Oh no. Okay, if I can just keep these combat drones at bay, which I think maybe hopefully that's all of them. Re-fucking load. Searching for me? He is. Come on now. Come on! Hitting him in the back of the finger? You are!
Shreds, you say?
Got him. Got the hibernation chamber key off that guy. Is there gonna be other boss fights? Looks like there might be. What's this? It's down this way. Sealed. Somebody once told me. We're gonna save here. Wait, what? Save. Yes. Resume.
Why won't you just...
Well, Sophia's dead. Time to end this. Hey, Phineas.
Get me out of here!
What'd I just do?
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Of course. You know I wouldn't let anything happen to you, Phineas.
I know, my friend, I know. Now, it's finally over. The board's finished. It's only a matter of time before the entire system slips from their grasp. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life.
Still so much we have yet to accomplish.
You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon.
I'm not really in the mood for your theatrics.
Theatrics. Merciful law, I wish I were exaggerating. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years.
No signals, nothing.
2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our...
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon?
We can't rely on Earth for support anymore.
We've
been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. We've got a lot of work to get if it's
yes,
a big start.
Do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony.
One problem at a time.
We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person. When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon.
Thank
you. If you want to take it upon yourself, we're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds.
Exciting, isn't it? Yeah, it's great. Yay! Anarchists destroy our utopian future. I mean...
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Luya Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed.
It was a dark time.
Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony.
Damn.
Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with 2 hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it.
Great.
Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived.
Yay.
Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement.
Beautiful.
Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
That's it. And credits roll. Alright, we're going to end the broadcast, eat some lunch, maybe look for something else to play. But thanks for watching. That's The Outer Worlds. And, yeah, I got to do some trophy cleanup. But, other than that, fun space pirate adventure.